What's up guys, it's your boy Rue and we are back for another Dokkan battle video. In this one we will be taking a look at the LR Rosé Goku Black, who was released exactly a year ago from the time I'm recording this gameplay. So mine is at 55%, so no dupes. I gave him no equipments off, and he is max link. So he is max link leveled, but he's at 55%. So let's take a look at what numbers he can put out in a couple of Dokkan events, LGE, and Super Battle Road. So first we got him on the Kamehameha Team. I did skip to this far into the event just because I ended up with him in the 7th slot. So with the Kamehameha Saiyan units, he actually links up really well. For the most part, so right now I have him linked up to the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's going to have Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. 4 amazing attack links. So now his attack passive. He does start with start of turn attack and defense 66%, but his attack shoots up with ki. For every time your ki rises by 1, he gets 6% attack, and that goes up to 120. But because of the way it's calculated, the boost is substantially bigger than 120, so his attack numbers really jump up with the more ki you're getting. Which is why I have the Fist Blue Goku on this team, so I can at least have a orb changer. So now, first attack step, his first turn, not a full 18 ki. What is he about to hit? 3.2 mil, so pretty good, right? That's not an 18 ki ultra super attack, it's just a super attack. He's able to hit over 3 ki. He did take 50k on in a Dokkan event from a super attack, but again, defensively, he does have his on the first slot. He's not exactly a first slot defensive unit, and it was type disadvantage, so you know, it kind of makes sense. Which I'll look into more on the defense later on. Mainly in the Kamehameha Team, we just want to focus on his offense. So yeah, so that's how his offensive passive works. For his links with these Kamehameha units, Super Saiyan is giving him 15% attack. Kamehameha gives him 10% attack on Super. Fierce Battle gives him 20% attack, and Legendary Power is giving 15% attack on Super. So he shares a lot of really good offensive links with these Saiyans. So now here I'm keeping the UI Goku, not the UI Goku, the Blue Goku in the first slot, just to kind of drop down those int orbs, as well as I believe to drop down those int orbs, so we can get that 18 key Super and see what his attack stack is looking like there. So I did not end up using a key item here. I believe I do so later on, because remember, 24 key is massive attack will increase substantially. 4.7. Remember, 55%. There's no dupes. He's just 55%, and he hit an over 4.5 mil attack stat. It is not 24 key. If I had gotten 24 key, it would have shot up. So that's pretty good. So now here I'm stalling for one more turn on this phase because I want to, because of the way the LR Rosé Goku Black's ki works in his passive. So for his ki mechanic, every time he gives a final blow, he gets 2 ki up to 6. So far I took out 2. I wanted to take out 1 more just so I can get that full ki, because on the Kamehameha Team there is no support units. So this LR works tremendously well with support, right? Ki not only gives him ki, which he desperately needs, but it's also boosting his attack. And of course the support and the attack and defense tremendously helps him as well. So supports is huge for him, but even without supports, as we can see, he was still putting up amazing numbers, hitting over 3 mil, less than 18 key super, and hitting over like 4 million as a 18 key super without any supports. That's pretty good. So now here I put him in that first slot to try and take out the Fizz unit, which actually I honestly thought it would be possible even though it's type disadvantage, but as we're going to see, it ends up not working out. So I low-key kind of stalled on this phase for kind of no reason, but I'm going to leave it in here anyways because this is a 20 key Ultra Super, and he hit over 5 mil. So there you go. 20 key, he gets that full 120 attack stat buff from his passive, which is not really 120% attack stat buff. It's substantially more. When you get it to full, when you get the full passive, it's actually a 265% attack boost, which is why his numbers are just absurd. And remember, this is no dupes, so if you had dupes in him, like the numbers he can still put out even after being out for this long is absolutely insane, redonkulous, absurd. So now here I end up stalling, so that's why I don't give the Gogeta his super attack. However, as you can see, boom, we get the counter off, and blast away, get gone, Bojack. So yeah, Gogeta, insane. I didn't get the super off because I want to stall one more turn so I can get that extra key for Goku Black. I want to get one more solid turn with Goku Black on this team, and to help him with the key, of course, because Kamehameha, no support. So I'm just stalling here until I get him back. So now here, I do end up showing him with the UI Goku. Now remember, with the UI Goku, he is not getting Super Saiyan, so he's losing 15% attack from his links. But he still has Fierce Battle, Kamehameha, and Legendary Power, so the LR Goku Black and the UI Goku make a fairly good combo, because the way the key works for the UI Goku, you can just kind of keep him in that first slot, have him dodge a bunch of attacks, get keys, so at full 24 he ends up hitting 5 million. If I had Super Saiyan, it would be far higher. So his key links, his attack key links really do boost up his attack stats quite significantly, as we just saw, because even though he hit full 24 key, he was actually more impressive in other turns in this team. So now here, I'm going to end up stalling for one more turn. I put that Gogeta in the first slot, I don't give him that much key. And so now, by getting those Fizz Orbs, I drop down those N-type Orbs, and then I save those, of course, for the Goku Black, and I believe I pick up the STR Orbs, yep, perfect. So now, that should be a full 24 next turn, and again, I get the, his counter off. Again, 2 for 2. It's not supposed to be showcased, why he's popping up, I don't know. So Dokkan attack off, I don't get it, I don't need it. I don't want to do any extra damage. I want the Goku Black to get his chance to shine, you feel me? So yeah, that's him on the Kamehameha team. He links up really well with these Saiyan units. Huge, powerful attack links. However, key is definitely an issue, especially because there's no support. And there's not really too many orb changers on this team, so he can struggle for key. So I would, even though he runs well with these units, I would not recommend putting him on Kamehameha just for that reason alone. Just because, right, I'm using key up items. I'm using the orb changer to kind of like find ways to kind of find ways to get him key. So now here, I believe I give him a key up item. Yep, I use a shoe item. No, I use a Tree of the Fruit of Might. Get him to that full 24 key. So now he's got the full 24 key with Super Saiyan. So let's take a look at what this attack stat is, and then we'll move on to a different team. And this time he is 5.7, so he went up 500,000. He went up 500,000 just with one link activating Super Saiyan. So that's how much of a difference the links can make for him. So now let's look at him. I believe we go into the LGE event now. Yep, so now we're in the LGVE, the Legendary Goku event with Realm of Gods. And I am using double Beerus for the full max attack bonus, the full 170 lead, as well as the orb changing once we get to the Realm of God parts. Right, because once he goes God Ku, Beerus will start will start changing orbs. So now, this is the first rotation, and it was absolutely a beautiful first starting rotation. Couldn't have asked for anything better. The LR Goku Black and Zamasu is his best friend because they share big bad bosses. 25% attack and defense, absolutely absurd, huge, tremendous. They also share Fear and Faith, which is just key. At level 10, they lower defense, which doesn't really matter because the Goku Black doesn't do anything with that. And then he's also getting Fierce Battle and Legendary Power. Now, this is going to be the first turn where we have support, right? The God Topo is giving 1 key and 40% to stats. So this is going to be huge, like 6 million. So remember, he hit 5.7 mil with full 24 on the Kamehameha, but now with Big Bad Bosses and support, he hit 6 mil and is only a 20 key super attack. It wasn't a full 24. So that's pretty insane, because remember, Big Bad Boss is 25, Super Saiyan is 15, Kamehameha is 10 on Super, so it's kind of, link-wise, the attack is kind of even, so that's mainly the power, so supports have a tremendous effect on him. Supports have a tremendous effect on him, not only making it easier to get off his 18 key super, because he needs that additional key, but that support, especially defensively, because defensively, he only has 66% at start of turn. He does get 50% though on his 18 key and 12 key. But remember, this is 55%. So he has no chance to addition because he's int. Because he's an int type, he gets a 5% chance to dodge, which is helpful. But now the AGL Blue Goku is giving 20% to attack and 7% chance to crit. So that is pretty good, right? That is pretty good support, but also remember, not only that, but he's also getting Super Saiyan and Kamehameha. I do believe I use so no key up item. So I didn't use a key up item just to see what he does with below an 18 key super. If I had given him a key up item and gone to full 24 key, like his damage would have been stupid. Because look at that, 4.4 mil. 4.4 mil, and this is just a 12 key super. Like, that's ridiculous. And I end up getting the crit. So remember, Dismal Future gives chance to crit at level 10, and he's getting the 7% chance to crit from the AGL Goku. So now we are going to go ahead and skip to the Gaku phase, have the Beerustal create those rainbow orbs for us, so that way we can have an easier time of getting these supers off. So here we go, we are on the Gaku stage now, on the Gaku phase now. So now this rotation, I will get the active skill off in this showcase, but because I have the I have both the supports through the God Topo and the AGL Blue Goku, I want to get this rotation in real quick. So now here, I'm thinking of ways of how I can get the super attack for the God Topo, just so I can get that a little bit of additional attack boost. So I believe what I do is I end up getting that single rainbow orb and the STR orb to the right, and then I use a key up item, either the shoe or the tree of fruit of might. So that's what I end up doing, I believe, which we'll see in a second here. So getting that 12 key super attack will give that additional attack boost for the LR, right? Further increasing his attack stat. He's getting the support, the 40% to attacking defense and the 20% to attack from the AGL Goku. He's getting that additional 7% chance to crits, which at least is there. It's better than nothing. So let's see. Defensively again. So this turn defensively, he is getting the 40% boost from God Topo. So that links here, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle. So pretty good. Three really good links, right? He's getting attack for all three of them. Doesn't have big bad bosses. He doesn't have big bad bosses active, which is going to make a huge difference. Which I did purposely. I wanted to get him off rotation with that LR Goku Black and Zamasu, because having big bad bosses active really affects the attack and defense numbers, especially for an LR. So here I end up accidentally clicking a node. Thankfully, it did not end up healing enough HP to where when I get the Goku Black back, the Goku Black back, he does not, and he still has his active skill active. So now what we got here, 6 key. So as you can see, so far both the Kamehameha Team and the Realm of Gods team, he's putting up 18 key and higher is above 4 mil, and below 18 key is pretty much 3 mil. So anywhere between 3 to 6 mil is about his kind of consistent attack range. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good for a 55% unit and being 1 year old. So now let's skip towards when I get him next, and we're going to use his active skill.
この痛みがまた俺を強くする。神の怒りの強さがいかほどのものなのか。その身に刻み込め。
So clean, so clean. So now his active skill, the way it works, you can't use it until the 6th turn from the start of battle, and you have to be below 66% HP. 666, triple sixes. I kind of like that honestly, but turn 6. Most events is going to be kind of difficult to get that too, but we are in the Legendary Goku event, so we were able to get it. And now he's able to put a 2 million attack stat. Now in his Rage mode, he gets an additional key per key sphere, which is tremendous, and he's super effective against all types. So not only is he getting additional key per key sphere, but he's getting super effective against all types. So he's here, so like 18 key, 2 million. 55%, no links active, and it's super effective, so that's pretty good. So I definitely think his Rage mode has a lot of utility and uses in the difficult events, like Super Battle Road if you can get to turn 6, which is most likely going to happen in Extreme category, but you gotta be careful defensively because he can get hit hard, especially from super attacks. So now, one last turn on this team, and then we'll switch teams into a different event. So now here, the main thing I want to show off here is his defense. We haven't been really taking a look at his defense. So he's getting the support from the God Topo, that 40% chance, that 40% stats to defense. He's at 78k. This is without big bad bosses. So if he had big bad bosses, he'd be closer to 9k, like 9k, close to 100,000. And remember, on his 18 key and 12 key, he's getting 50% to defense. So he at 55%, he's not able to get any additionals. So defensively, there is some to be desired. So as we saw just now, there's a huge difference from before supering and after supering. So you definitely want to keep him in that 2nd or 3rd slot. Now, we're going back into a Dokkan event into his own team. Double Goku Black Rosé leads. So he gives 4 key and 130 to stats. So his attack and defense numbers aren't going to look as good. but because of the 4 key and the fact that a lot of these units have pretty much always have Dismal Future, the way the key is going to work and his smoothness of him, this team, he's going to have the least problems with key on the Future Saga team. The only issue being that Future Saga is just not good. Right now, it's just not good. So right here, 4.3 mil. Pretty good considering that's only 130 to attack, 4 million, pretty good. And link-wise, he's sharing Fear and Faith and Legendary Power with the Goku Black Zamasu card. And then with the Trunks, he has Super Saiyan, and then he has Dismal Future with the both of them. So it's pretty good. Now here, so on the Future team, like I was saying, he's going to work extremely well with the key-wise. If you have the Zamasu Gawasu unit, it is tremendous for the LR defensively, because he is given a 2 key, but 70% to defense is huge, because he's also getting 50% defense on Super. So that rotation, like, it can work fairly well in the more difficult events. Obviously, in Dokkan events, it's not really going to matter too much, because pretty much it's kind of hard to take damage in a Dokkan event. So he's definitely really good in Dokkan events, right? You KO him, you get key. If he takes a hit, you actually recover HP at the end of the turn, so that's also really good. And he's getting all this insane 3 mil to 6 mil attack stats. So Dokkan events, he's tremendous. LGE, he will be good, but he will get hit hard by supers from the AGL Blue Goku stage and higher. So now, this rotation, we're going to have all of his links besides Kamehameha. So I believe what we do is, yep, we put him in that middle slot. I believe, so we actually, I was thinking we rotate off the Goku Black Zamasu card, but we keep them in the first slot. So if we're still keeping him married, eventually in this team, I will rotate off of him just so we can get a turn without big bad bosses. So now here, I get the 20 key off. He has all the links active besides big bad bosses, besides big bad bosses, besides Kamehameha. So it's pretty good. The only issue being that Fear and out of all his links, like at least Dismal Future gives crit chance. Fear and Faith is basically like utterly useless. I personally 5 mil. So remember 130, double 130, 5 mil, full 24, pretty good. So as I was saying, I really would have liked to have seen Godly Power instead of Fear and Faith. That way he could have worked even better on Realm of Gods. That would have been stupid. But he has Fear and Faith, kind of a dead link in my opinion. But at least, it does make him work better key-wise with the other Goku Black units. The only problem being that, like, most of the Goku Black units currently in the game aren't that good. Like, they're fairly old. Like, we'll take a look at it towards the end of this showcase, but Future Saga has not gotten a new unit since I believe the 5th anniversary in the Blue Vegito, and then of course this LR and the free-to-play EZA Goku Black Zamasu unit. So that's kind of like, we really kind of need a Future Saga celebration, and hopefully when it does come, if in this anniversary they did a thing in the EZA category lead and an LR. So, you know, if they can do the same with the Goku Black units, like if they EZA this Zamasu, this LR Zamasu Goku Black, and the transforming Int Goku Black, like, this LR would be looking a whole lot better. Because right now, like, yes, he's putting up insane attack stats, like what we're going to see right here, right? Because he has Big Bad Bosses, Legendary Power, Fierce Battle active, so a huge attack, and he's having the support with the Mai. So I rotate off the LR, Goku Black and Zamasu, just so we can get one turn looking at him attacking defensively without the Big Bad Bosses active. But what I was about to say is, in the harder events like the LR, the Legendary Goku event, Extreme Super Battle Road, you're not going to be running that LR Zamasu and Goku Black unit. You're just not. Like, they're just not good. Like, defensively, they'll get hit hard. So 5.7. So even on the Future Saga team, because he works so good key-wise, and you will be getting over 20 key fairly consistently, his attack numbers are still tremendous. So that's how he's looking on his own team. Offensive numbers really good, but defensively he is going to be vulnerable. And so now we're going to take a quick look at him in an extreme category stage, Extreme Super Battle category stage, which this is Realm of God. So you know he is going to get hit hard, as we're going to see, because defensively he is kind of lacking, especially at 55%. His defense is lacking. If you have dupes and you can get additional ups and he's doubly stacking that defense, he won't be too bad. The main issue here being is that his best linking partner in the LR Zamasu and Goku Black unit is you can't use him because you'll instantly KO. So if Dokkan wants to do a future Saga celebration and easy A them, easy A the int transforming Goku Black, like that would greatly help this LR. So yeah, the UI Goku bobbing and weaving all over the place, not his showcase, he needs to chill. But at least we got here, so now we can see, yep, see, done. Like, insane, like, defensively, he's just not it. Like, for these insanely hard events. So that's the showcase. Pretty much in all of his teams we took him on, his attack stat numbers are just ridiculous. You get him above that 18 key, you get him that full 20 key to get that full attack passive boost. His attack stats are just stupid dumb. So that's the showcase. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Let me know what you guys thought of the unit especially. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.